Hello everybody, I'm here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon. In the previous episode, we played through private battles with Monkey and Call, the James Rose, and Pancake Armor Man. And in today's episode, we'll be playing through squad battles. Now squad battles, they work sort of similar to how private battles work. Now the private battles, the whole thing about that was that you could meet up with your friends in multiplayer and play more directly with each other, and you don't have to fight a bunch of random people. But the thing with squad battles is that it's sort of the same concept, but you're working together to play against people online in ranked battle modes. So squad battles is a pretty interesting mode. It's very useful for a couple of reasons we'll be getting into a little bit later. But the thing I'll say right now is that in terms of squad battles itself, there isn't really a whole lot to cover with this mode that we haven't already talked about in the past. Most of this commentary is just going to be going over the basics of this mode and the weapon stats for this episode. And speaking of weapon stats, what I will say right now is that after this episode, we're not going to be talking about weapons for a little while. We have a couple of videos coming up in the near future where we're going to be talking about something else that it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to talk about weapon stats at that point. So we're going to talk about heavy splatlings and ink brushes in this episode, and then we're going to wait a while to cover some more weapons. So how squad battles works is you can either have a twin squad, a tri-squad, or a quad squad. Quad squad is this one. So, twin squad is 2 people, tri is 3, and quad is 4, if you didn't figure that out on your own. Squad battles are always either 4 versus 4, 4 versus 3, or 3 versus 3. You can never have twin squads battling on their own. Twin squads are usually always paired up with another twin squad for a 4-player team, and things like that. But the thing with the tri-squads is that it is very possible that they will face a 4-player team, which is kind of weird. It doesn't really seem a whole lot that fair. But the thing is, if that happens, then the tri-squad will be given a quicker respawn time. So that's something that it's worth mentioning. I don't really play a lot of squad battles on my own because if I'm going to play through Splatoon, I'm usually going to be playing on the online multiplayer, like the turf wars or ranked battles on my own. This is like there's like only really one opportunity that I could record squad battles, and that's the reason why we're seeing stages in this video that we've already seen before on these modes. So I do apologize for that, but I really only had like one opportunity to record a squad battle video. So speaking of which, the thing we're going to be seeing in the next couple of videos, we took a little break when we were doing, I'll talk more about what we're doing in the next couple of videos later in this one, but something that's kind of funny that's worth mentioning is that we took a little break between recording sessions for what we'll be doing in the next couple of episodes, and during that break is when I recorded the footage for this video. Now, just like private battles, squad battles also has a password system. So if you only want a team of like a certain amount of people, like if you only want a team of people that you directly want in your team or whatever, then you can set up a password and you can just play with those people. So that if you have people on your friends list, but you don't really want to play with those people in particular, then you can just play with people that you do want to play with. Now, I will demonstrate this towards the end of the video, but something really cool is that the private battles password screen contains a pretty interesting little Easter egg. The notes and numbers, the numbers on screen, when you move them around, it makes different musical notes, and Nintendo set them up in such a way that you can actually play Calamari Incantation on the password screen. I'll demonstrate this towards the end of the video, but it's just really interesting to see that kind of Easter egg. And fun story, I am terrible at playing music, so this took a while for me to figure out. Like, even though I had video references to use for this thing, it still took me a while to figure out the timing and the way to do the music notes and things like that. I was never really that much into music when I was a kid. Like, I did play stuff like a recorder and stuff like that, but nowadays I play an ocarina, and I'm still bad at that, so that's not right now. Another thing that's worth mentioning about squad battles is that if you have an S or an S plus rank, you will not gain or lose points at all during squad battles. So, something that's really well worth mentioning is if you're having a hard time getting a rank up in multiplayer, but you have a friend who has an S rank, then a really good idea is to go into squad battles with them, and you both will work together, because Like, you have an S rank on your team, and S ranks are usually really good at this game because, well, it takes a long time to get to an S rank. So that's just something that's worth mentioning. And speaking of S ranks, I gotta say this right now. I've been playing Splatoon 2 recently, and I have to say, people are already level 50 S ranks in that game. What are these people doing? Like, how in the world do you get that? How in the world do you get that rank up so high so fast? I don't understand that. Like, I have a lot of free time, but I don't even have enough time to do that. How in the world are these people doing that? I would never understand that. I mean, like, kudos for them for getting the rank up really high so quickly, but still. But, yeah. And also, if you recognize one of those names, and by recognize, I mean it's like the only non-Japanese name on there. Monkey Call was the friend that I recorded this with. We also had the James Rolls with us, but I don't think he joined on any of the squad battles. So that's just something I want to mention. Now, we've already talked about pretty much everything I wanted to mention about squad battles, so I guess now the rest of this video will be dedicated towards weapons for this video. Now, we're going to be talking about heavy splatlings and ink brushes. Heavy splatlings, how they work is that they're basically like a charger, but they're like really super powerful. Now, with the heavy splatling, you charge up your blast, and then it fires like a bunch of ink. It does take a moment to charge, but when it gets unleashed, oh boy, you're a world of hurt. Now, out of all the heavy splatlings that are available in the game, I prefer like the basic one because that one has a splash wall. And on stages like Port Mackerel, where there are like narrow corridors, that's a really good strategy to have to place a splash wall right there, charge up your heavy splatling, and then destroy everything in sight. But enough about that, on with the weapon stats. Heavy Splatling, level knocked 6, cost 6,800, base damage 28, range 78 out of 100, charge rate 40 out of 100, mobility 50 out of 100, sub-weapon splash wall, special weapon Inkstrike. I'm stumbling upon my own words in the first weapon stat. That's a great time for this video. Heavy Splatling Deco, level knocked 9, cost 9,200, base damage 28, range 78 out of 100, charge rate 40 out of 100, mobility 50 out of 100, sub-weapon point sensor, special weapon Kraken. Heavy Splatling Remix, level knocked 20, cost 17,900, base damage 28, range 78 out of 100, charge rate 40 out of 100, mobility 50 out of 100, sub-weapon Sprinkler, special weapon Killer Wail. Mini Splatling, it's like a Splatling, but mini. Level knocked 8, cost 7,200, base damage 28, range 58 out of 100, charge rate 80 out of 100, mobility 90 out of 100, sub-weapon Suction Bomb, special weapon Inkzooka. Zinc Mini Splatling, level knocked 13, cost 9,400, base damage 28, range 58 out of 100, charge rate 80 out of 100, mobility 90 out of 100, sub-weapon Disruptor, special weapon Bubbler. Refurbished Mini Splatling, level knocked at 20, cost 13,400, base damage 28, range 58 out of 100, charge rate 80 out of 100, mobility 90 out of 100, sub-weapon Burst Bomb, special weapon Bomber's Burst Bomb. Hydra Splatling, level knocked 11, cost 11,600, base damage 28, range 87 out of 100, charge rate 10 out of 100, mobility 18 out of 100, sub-weapon Splat Bomb, special weapon Echo Locator. Custom Hydra Splatling, level knocked to 20, cost of 29,900, base damage 28, range 87 out of 100, charge rate 10 out of 100, mobility 18 out of 100, sub-weapon Sprinkler, special weapon Bubbler. Now on to ink brushes. Now, I have to say this right now, ink brushes, while I do think blasters aren't as good as them, I still think that ink brushes are like some of the weaker weapons in the game because you are very fast when you use them, but you have to like mash the button really fast to do damage and spread a lot of ink quickly. I don't personally like using ink brushes all that much. Like I guess the Octobrush is also a pretty good weapon, but I'm not a fan of the ink brushes in general. So and I don't think I've ever actually won a match with the ink brush. So either I'm bad at the game or the weapon is bad. It's probably like the first one, but that's not important now. The important thing right now is that we have some more weapon stats to go through. Yay! Ink Brush, level knocked 8, cost 4,800, splash damage 28, roll damage 20, range of 10 out of 100, ink speed 100 out of 100, rate 100 out of 100, sub-weapon Sprinkler, special weapon Inkstrike. Ink Brush Novu. I repronounce that. Level Knocked 11, cost 5,900, splash damage 28, roll damage 20, range 10 out of 100, ink speed 100 of 100, weight 100 of 100, sub weapon ink mine, special weapon bubbler. Permanent ink press. Contrary to the weapon's name, the ink is not permanent. It's sad. Level Knocked to 20, cost 8,200, splash damage 28, roll damage 20, range 10 out of 100, ink speed 100 of 100, weight 100 of 100, sub weapon splash bomb, special weapon Kraken. Octobreath, level Knocked to 12, cost 8,500, splash damage 37, roll damage 25, range 25 out of 100, ink speed 80 out of 100, weight 80 out of 100, sub weapon Squid Beacon, special weapon Kraken. Octobreath Novu. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Level Knocked 16, cost 9,500, splash damage 37, roll damage 25, range 25 out of 100, ink speed 80 out of 100, weight 80 out of 100, sub weapon Splat Bomb, special weapon Inkzooka. So those are all the weapons that we're going to be discussing in this video. So like I said earlier, we're not going to be going over more weapons for quite a while. Like we have 4 videos coming up pretty soon, and we're not going to be talking about weapons for any of those. But 5 videos from now, we will be talking about more weapons. The weapons, now my exact plan for when we're going to be going over weapons. 5 videos from now, when we talk about like a certain thing that I almost gave away, but I don't want to talk about because it spoils my plans. We're going to be talking about Slothers and E-Leaders, and the video after that, we'll be talking about the rest of the weapons, like these Splat Chargers, and Bamboozlers, and Squiffers, and things like that. So, after that, we would have talked about all the weapons in the game. That won't be the finale. We will still have a couple more things to talk about beyond that point. And you guys may be wondering, well, that's already 6 videos right there, so what in the world could we possibly be talking about? Well, I have some secret plans that are secrets. In all seriousness, I am really enjoying this Let's Play. I hope you guys are liking this series too. So, I do have plans on covering some more online multiplayer games in the future. So, if you guys have any suggestions on what I could do differently when we do another Let's Play like this, feel free to post it in the comments below. I'm welcome to any suggestions. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode of Splatoon. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be doing something very unique, because we're going to have a Splatoon tournament. Monkey and Gall, the James Rose, and Pancake Garmerman will be returning for this tournament. It's going to be styled like a round-robin fashion where it's going to be one-on-one, and then we'll keep switching around who's going to be fighting each other. Whoever has the most points by the end of the tournament will be the winner. The next couple of videos are going to be divided up into different rounds for the tournament, so that's just something that I wanted to bring to your attention, because we're not going to be going over any weapon stats during those videos, because these tournaments were recorded with live commentary. So, hope you guys are looking forward to that. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Splatoon, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.